Hey guys, this is JC Javier, and today I'm going to be showing you martial arts techniques that work on the street. Now, a little bit about myself. I have practiced Muay Thai and boxing for 4 years. I have done Jiu-Jitsu for 2 years, and I have done Taekwondo for 2 years as well. Now, I'm no expert. This is just my experience. This is based on my humble opinion and my experience on the streets and in competition. So, let's go. The first one is the teep. You see this often in Muay Thai and in a lot of kickboxing tournaments as well. You see it in movies like 300 Sparta, and you also see Batman do it a lot. Now, what to expect on a street fight is that a lot of people go for a lot of swinging attacks, mostly hands. Some would do whatever this is, the martial arts technique that they learned during third grade. And if they know a little bit of boxing, which let's face it, they probably do, they'll go for a lot of jabs and straights. So the goal is for you not just to hurt the person, but to keep yourself from getting hurt. So this is how you're going to do it. First, chamber. You pull your knee up right here. I'll do it sideways, that way we can see it as well. You pull it up right here. The knee should be above your hip. That way you can kick the chest. You can also kick the lower abdomen. That's totally fine. Now, second is the strike. As you pull your knee up, you have to bend backwards as you kick. That way, you have a little bit of evasive maneuver. Maybe their hands are a little bit longer. So, as you kick, right there, you have to kick with the ball of your foot right here and extend as far as possible. That way, with one fell swoop, you can throw a really powerful kick right here on the chest. Ideally, face. But if you can't reach that far, go for the chest or the lower abdomen. That's fair game as well. So it's going to look like this. Right there. Make sure to pull your leg back, all right? Pull your leg back and put it back to where you put it, right here at the back. Because sometimes these street fighters, they could actually catch your leg. You know, if you put it out for too long, they'll catch it. Maybe they'll sweep you. Maybe they'll just hold on to you for leverage. You just have to avoid that situation altogether by pulling it back as fast as you can, just as fast as you kicked. So, one more time. Right there. Just a little front view. Second technique is the side kick. We're going to be throwing a lot of kicks. So, side kick comes from the front, all right? It's just the same as the teep, but this goes a little faster since it's on the front. The chamber is like this. You pull it up right there, just the same principle. You pull it up and it has to be aligned. This time it has to be aligned to your hip, right here. And as you pull it up, you aim. It's like a gun, right there. This time you're going to kick with the flat of your foot. That way you can push. Remember, this is also about keeping yourself safe. So as you push, I want you guys to lean back as well. That way they can't reach you with one of those swinging hooks. It's going to look like this, right there. So front view, you're gonna see a lot of movies where the main protagonist or the antagonist, they do a lot of kicks going to the head. Now that's fine and all, but if you can't do that, this works as well, right there. So, one more time. And for this side, right there. Now, the third technique is called the roundhouse kick. Now, it's a little bit different, but it's still a kick. How you do it, there are two ways. There's the chamber, where it's going to look a little bit like this, right there. And then there's the baseball bat. That one's used in Muay Thai. And it looks a little bit like this. Right there. Now, for the chamber is used in a lot of Taekwondo. I've seen it in karate, and I've seen it in some kickboxing. But nevertheless, this is how it looks like. First, you chamber right here. Make sure your toes are pointed to the ground. Alright? Then you aim right here. You aim with your foot. This part. It's called the instep. So that you guys can see. Chamber, aim. Right there. Now, for the strike, you're going to extend your foot. Going right here to the side of your opponent. So it's going to look like this. Slow motion. 1, 2, 3. For one strike, it's like this. Right there. Now, the baseball bat, it's a trick used in Muay Thai. It's so that they can put a lot more power into their strikes. So, instead of chambering, you're going to treat your leg like a baseball bat. Just treat it like you have a stiff leg. Same principle, you have to put your foot on a curled position like this. Right there. Make sure it's pointed down. That way you avoid any injuries with your toes. First you go here, you go from the outside, and as you throw your kick, you're going to throw your hand back. That's how you get your power. You use your hip and your hand. That way you throw your whole body and you put all that power into one kick. This time, instead of hitting with the instep right here, you're going to hit with your shin. Now it's going to hurt a lot. I'm not kidding. It hurts. That's why you're going to have to train this part a lot before you're going to use this. Now, for a demo, right there. Now, both of them have one thing in common. This part, right here. It's called a twist. You twist the ball of your foot as you kick. Why? It's so you can gain rotation. Alright? Because if I don't twist this part, watch what happens. Not as powerful with the chamber kick, and not as powerful with the baseball bat kick. Why? Because using this as your point of pivoting, it uses centrifugal force. It's when something goes around and it's pinned, like a mace. When you spin it around, or a pair of nunchucks, when you spin it around, it gains momentum, speed, and force. So when you whip it, it's going to hurt a lot, and it's going to throw so much force into the person that it might break a leg, you might break someone's ribs. Now, No one's encouraging you to kick the head, but if you can, kudos. If you can't, that's fine already. Just kicking the leg will help. So, for the leg, for the ribs, and then for the head. Right there. Thank you again for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment if maybe I did something wrong, or maybe you have your own opinion. I'm willing to have a really good discussion with you guys. I'll see you in the next video.